Hi everybody, welcome back. It's following on from our last problem, which was the leak-off pipe was leaking constantly.
Another quality product by this.
What I'm going to do is take the side cover off the pump and I'm going to prime it with the lift pump and have a look in here and see if I can see anywhere where there's any excess fuel leaking, to see whether the plungers and elements are passing or whether there's another problem. So what I'll have to do is probably turn the engine over on the crankshaft to get each of the plungers into different positions to see if any leak in any point. So what we have here is, this is a control rack and this is what controls the amount of fuel that goes in, so that's nice and free. We have the fork here, and then we have the little lever bit which moves in the fork, which turns the plunger, which rotates and makes the helix line up with the port, or not line up with the port. Now when the helix lines up with the port, that is what stops fuel returning and bypassing the cylinder barrel. And now when the helix closes the port off, that then allows the pressurization of the diesel in the barrel to go through the delivery valve and into the pipe. What I'm going to do is start the tractor and see if I can see anywhere here where there's any obvious fuel leaking out. So I'm expecting to see some, possibly down the bottom here somewhere, where it's leaking past the cylinder, sorry, past the plunger and the barrel. So there are two things that I have noticed. I'm not sure how well you can see on camera. It seems to be a bit wetter here than the other three, which might be delivery valve holders leaking, possibly. And the other thing is the bottom of number 3 plunger and the roller is a lot wetter than the others. Now, a few years ago number 3 did stick and it took quite a bit of freeing off, so I'm wondering if that's actually damaged the bore in it. So next thing to do is take the pump off and put it on the bench and we'll have a little look. I can get new plungers and elements, that's not a problem, and all I need to do is make sure under here the flywheel is on the correct timing mark. See, I've put some sealer on here to make the coupler quieter, so we'll have to cut that off. So I'll put the cover back on while we're taking the pump off. And what we'll also do is, we have got with us the combine pump that we was thinking of putting on it, and we'll see how much work's involved in making that fit. So as we can see there, where my thumbnail is, or lack of thumbnail, is the little mark for the timing on the pump. See, corresponds to the line here pretty much. And if we look down in here, hopefully we can see, not too sure how well you can see, but we can see that there are the degrees in there for the timing on the engine, and that is the amount of degrees before top dead center. So what the plan is to get a ruler in here in a little notch, slide it in and see what it lines up with in terms of the marks. So what I need to do is, I'm not sure how well you can see, but put my ruler in here, slide it in with a groove, and as we can see, I'm not too sure if you can guys or not, but we're on 20 degrees before top dead center, which is about right for where we need to be for this pump. Diesel's turned off in the cab on the fuel tank tap. Turn the light off because we don't really need that for what we're doing, like so. We're going to take the tackle drive off when I'm strong enough. Because at the moment I'm not. It's quite tight, that. Just makes it a bit easier with that out of the way. And because also what I want to do is to try the other pump in. I know this pipe's going to be in the way for the other pump as well, so we'll probably end up taking it off just for a little test. You just have to be careful with these because you don't really want to ruin the aluminium knurling that's on them if you don't have to. Okay, so that is the drive for the speedo cable off out the way. And then we have 16mm 5/8. And what I'll do is put a little mark on these saying outer and inner, so we don't get them confused when we put them back on and it revs its nuts off. So the outer one is the larger diameter pipe and the inner one is the thinner diameter pipe. So we'll get a little bit of tape and paper and we'll just mark them up ready. There we go, can't go wrong now, can we? Jobs are good. And anyway, so yeah, moving on. Squeaky squeaky, squeaky squeaky. Polished videos here, people, polished videos. What was next? Oh, injector pipes. Injector pipes. Today 16 to 5/8. They are 5/8 some ones. Luckily we have a metric equivalent. The injector pipes don't have to be that tight, even though they have ridiculous pressure in them. They seal up really, really well. Now what might be an issue is we cannot open the bonnet. There's a cap on. And somebody's put a big air filter in the way. Not a little air filter, but a bloody big one. They don't make it easy, you know. They really don't. Ha 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 ha. Yes. My phone. Haha, we can go in from underneath and behind. Do that. On a jam. No. You can get the bonnet open. There's no air filter. It's a heck of a lot easier. I should remind that person that's put the air filter in the way this. I'll have a word. A stern word. A strong stern word. A word stronger than stern is what I'm going to have with them. They didn't think that through, did they? Not at all. Not at all. You must remember, release the pressure in the high pressure hoses before you take them off. But to release the pressure, you have to release the hose. It's all good fun. And then you have to keep the pipes clean, because you don't want any contamination. Cleanliness is second only to godliness, I was told. Maybe that's why it's broken. Maybe we wasn't clean enough. I don't know. Go! Oh, that's lovely, that is. That is lovely. So we're got to do the 1/2 inch at the back. I'm thinking it's 1/2 inch. Might be 9/16. Looks a pain to get to. But it is 1/2 inch. I'm gonna have a bit of leakage, I imagine. Like I say, easy if you can open the bonnet, but it's a lot of work to get the cab up to open the bonnet for this job, but we don't really need to. My trusty diesel cashing bowl, because the diesel is expensive. Stubby spanner would be ideal. I don't have one. Never had the need for a stubby spanner. And the 9/16 pins. 9/16 head. They are made for bolts. Guessing maybe you will see as well. See how good the scenery is on the cover. Biting. Bloody good sealer, that. Bloody good sealer. Whoops. Go. Go, pump out. So now we can put it on the bench and take the top off and have a look, or something equally as exciting. But there we are. One injector pump. Ready for leaking.